Social media. As some of you are aware, um, in my previous video, I was away from the internet world for a long time. And I did that in order to work on myself and to work on my communication skills, my life skills, and to be more financially healthy as I have completed paying off a debt that was hanging over my head over the past couple of years. And I did those things in order to be a better person and to focus on what is more of a priority. And I was able to cultivate a new relationship. And this is what I was doing in my real life. But now that I've returned and I have and I have music to market, and I've been back on social media and the internet for a little over a month now, I see that social media is not the same. Social media has become more dark, it has become more toxic, it has become a place where people are very insensitive and saying derogatory things in the comment section. And also, people have lost their jobs, people have been unalive because of social media, what people have said about them or what they said about someone, especially when you're talking on the subjects of politics, religion, and other things whereby you can be considered for committing hate speech and you can be formally arrested, literally. And the thing is this, what I've observed about social media, is that your real life and your life online are two separate things. They're two different things. If you are portraying an image that isn't you, that doesn't reflect who you are in real life, you are one day going to be exposed. People going to see the fakeness that you are producing. Because in real life, that real life demonstrates who you are as a person, your values, your beliefs, your ethics, and all these things. Your life online, people can fabricate stories about themselves. And this is where it can get dangerous because you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you might get tested. Life will test you because if you're portraying an image out there online, and you know you are not that guy, you're not that person, that individual in real life, life is going to throw you some curveballs and it's going to test you. And if you can't live up to it, people will know that you're fake. And that's the thing. And the thing is that when it comes to social media, not everybody needs to know your business. Not everybody needs to know what you're doing in your real life. Not everybody needs to know your relationship status, what you hate, what you despise, what you like, what you love. No one needs to know. Sometimes the things in your life are meant to be personal. They're meant to be kept private. They're meant to be kept offline. There's certain situations that you go through in your life whereby it's just between you and God. Sometimes God allows certain things to happen in your life to the point that he allows them to draw you to his presence in order for you to pray to him, to cling to him, so that he can get you up out of that situation. And you can use a situation to teach someone what you did in order to encourage them, to uplift them, and for them to make better decisions than you did when you were in that situation. But nowadays it's become a diary, like a life journal. Back in the day, when it came to our grandparents, they used to write journals, but now we write journals on social media applications. Like certain things that I've seen, I'm thinking it's not necessary. It's not necessary to put on social media. And the problem is that people will use your vulnerabilities against you and ridicule you, and it can be very bad. We've seen it where it's done to celebrities. We have seen it where it's done to politicians. We have seen it what it's done to just regular folks and how it's affect their livelihood and their mental health. It is not healthy for you to open up yourself like that on social media. So you have to be very careful. Of course, social media is a good place for you to brand yourself, to market, and to promote your business and your product. Your creativity is good. And also, it's good to network with friends and families, just like how it was with Facebook when it was introduced in the early 2000s. Of course, it's a good place for that. But if you're overwhelming and saturated the algorithm with your business, I guarantee you there's a lot of people out there who are wicked, who are evil and wicked in their mind. And will demean you and will throw your name under the bus and say derogatory things. Certain things are not meant to be announced. It's meant to be kept private. When I was away from social media, I kept my mouth shut. I focused on myself, and even from the new friendships and the relationship that I formed, yeah, I'm not going to bring it to the light because it's private. Private is private. What is public, what I'm going to share is my music. What I'm going to share is certain things that could be uplifting for people that I can connect with. But if it's to do with me, if it's regarding my family, my woman, or anything that is private to me, I'm not going to share it because it is not, there's no need for it. Because I know how mankind is. The thing is this, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people vent on social media and say what they want to say, and then people may see it on their phone. They be like, oh, I feel sorry for you and all that business, yeah. The thing is this, people will scroll. They may like it, they may comment something nice, and people will scroll. They'll forget about it. They'll forget about it. They'll just scroll, because people got their own issues to deal with. There's no need for someone or individual to naked so many things about themselves on social media. It is no need for that. It's not a platform for that. That time is between you and God to come together and for you to get up out of that problem or out of that situation. It's become a toxic place, unfortunately, and people are doing things just to get attention, and it's mind-boggling sometimes. And the thing is, or what's funny is that there's people in real life here who are more established, got more money, got more charisma because they work on themselves and their character traits. They've worked more on their individuality and they're soaring high in real life. However, if I would check their Instagram followers, it's like about 300. But if you check their bank account, it is 100 times more than that. You understand? Or maybe their account is equivalent to the follower count of your favorite celebrity. You see, there's people in real life who are getting it. They ain't focused on the internet, they're getting it. They're getting it. And even if the internet collapses, they still getting it. Because let's be real, all these social media applications here are run by the cloud. I'm an IT engineer by profession. Is run by the cloud network technologies, whereby it's pointed to a server, a data center that is planted all over the world. Now, if there was a mighty earthquake that hit the locations of where these data centers are, I guarantee you, all these social media applications will crash and other apps will crash. You see? So when you look at it, this internet life is just temporal. A lot of social medias are out there getting it, but at the same time, what I realize is that because they become so smart and savvy when it comes to tech, they've lost their real life skills. They don't know how to talk to the opposite sex without offending them. They don't know how to communicate eloquently. They don't know how to do things themselves. They're not even independent properly. They lack skills to survive in real life. You understand? This smartphone is not going to help you. It may help you to a certain degree, but you have to help yourself as you live and as you grow older in this world. But unfortunately, it's not like that. We see that with a lot of young people. They don't know how to, stand for themselves, and it's becoming a concern. So I do recommend this here. Focus on yourself and value your real life, because your real life is what's going to tell the world about you, not online. Online is only just 1%. The 99% is your real life. That's what I recommend, and that's all I have to say. Everything has to be shared. Just keep it to yourself. Focus on yourself and build wealth and grow. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you take it into consideration. And we all have to make better decisions. Even for me, it's a warning as a creative that I don't want to get sucked into the algorithm and all that nonsense, because at the end of the day, my real life is more important than this life online that I'm building. Wish you all well. Have a nice day.